Hey guys, welcome back to another AtheMediocre video, and today, to another AtheMediocre Monday. Today, I'm introducing you all to the lovely world of Midwest diplomacy. What is Midwest diplomacy? It's this thing. It is this map right here, subject to change. It's already changed since I put out the community tab post asking for a thing, asking for people to play. Uh, In fact, it's changed in a few ways. One, Lake Superior's no longer split up into three regions. West Virginia's one thing. Kansas is no longer playable, and Marshall has been split up. And that's everything. I did my power rankings here, or at least my believed power rankings. I bet this is how they'll like place if we do 10 game. If we did like 100 games, this is how they would probably. I think Michigan is the strongest, followed by Ohio, because Ohio has 3, but it gets a free one, so it's about as strong as a starting Wisconsin, Michigan, or Ontario, but they also get a pretty easy. They could get an easy second. Ohio is actually less good than I thought now that I look at it. But they have Free Pittsburgh. The issue with Free Pittsburgh is Ontario is going to want to have a fleet in London. They're going to have a fleet in either London or Hamilton. Because that fleet in London, it could challenge Lake Huron, but what it's much more likely to do is challenge West Lake Erie, because Lake Huron's adjacent to 2 supply centers. One of them is your own. This is adjacent to 3 supply centers, only one of which is your own. And if you get into Lake Erie, you can go down this river. The rivers are inconsequential. They do have an impact on gameplay. They were supposed to make fleets slightly better, but they basically just make fleets more like armies, which in this mode is actually just better. Also, it does mean that theoretically, Wisconsin could build only fleets. Minnesota could build 2 fleets. Iowa could build a fleet. Illinois could build only fleets. Michigan could build only fleets anyway. Same with Ontario. And then Ohio could build a fleet. Another thing you'll notice is Wisconsin has no neutral supply centers near them. RIP Wisconsin. Which is why I put them at the bottom. Ontario, they might look good because they start off with 4, but they really don't look good because they need fleets to move anywhere, but also fleets are terrible on this version, meaning the strategy that probably works the best is armies everywhere, except in London, which would be a fleet, so that you can move London to West Lake Erie, so that you can convoy, so that once you get Buffalo in 01, you can convoy the new unit you build in London to Toledo, or who knows, maybe even Cleveland, because as Canada, you either have to work with Ohio against Michigan. No, as Ontario, you basically have to go against Ohio, now that I look at it, because I don't know. I do a lot of this sort of rambling by myself, except I don't say it out loud. I just think it. Anyway, that was my incoherent ramble about Midwest diplomacy, or at least most of it. Oh, wait, no, because Illinois, right? You might see I have Illinois pretty low down. They either get 1 free supply center or 2 possible supply centers, 3 possible supplies. They either get 1 guaranteed and 1 possible, 3 possible, or if they work out it like a deal with Michigan, 2 guaranteed. That's pushing it. and then they'd be vulnerable for attack from an attack from Wisconsin. Meaning that Wisconsin's probably actually less bad than I'd put it. Minnesota able to get pinched by Wisconsin, able to get pinched by these two theoretically, because in order to take anything, they have to move out of one of their home supply centers. Um, I honestly don't know if Aberdeen should be there. I think Aberdeen and West Minnesota should. I think Sioux Falls and West Minnesota should touch, but the people in the Discord server said this would help. It would help with Fargo, not with Sioux Falls. Maybe just get rid of Aberdeen. Boom. This is all adjacent to Marshall. Boom. This is all adjacent to Marshall. I mean, I could just get rid of Aberdeen. That would work. Dubuque, I don't know. You'll see a lot of remnants from back when this thing was less old. Notably in Stewartsville. That's the biggest remnant from when this game wasn't as old. Also, this being called St. Ignace instead of something else was a remnant. Because originally St. Ignace was different from everything else in this bit of the UP. And then I combined them, and that was St. Ignace. Also, the weird curve there, that's just because I didn't know how to draw the borders over here. Originally, it was Rockford, Chicago, and Peoria. No, Rockford, Chicago, and Springfield, and then people were like, don't have Rockford be a supply center, have it be Peoria, so I moved that. Originally experimented with Bloomington, but no, Peoria is better. Grand Rapids being twice as tall as Saginaw and Lansing, another remnant. Traverse City existing. That one actually had something. Lansing, that's just because my friend is from Lansing. And then Ottawa being OTW is probably going to change. Everything on this side of the board is subject to change. Anyway, it's 3 a.m. I gotta get some sleep tonight. So, have a good one. And as always, bye.